People with psychopathic friends, why are you friends with them? My coworker Jake has zero empathy, but he saved my career 3 times. We work in customer service at a tech company. Most people burn out from angry customers within months. Jake treats every complaint like a puzzle. Last week, this woman called screaming about her deleted photos. While I was getting stressed, Jake calmly said, "Your photos aren't gone. Your cloud storage expired yesterday. Here's how we fix it." She went from furious to grateful in 2 minutes. I asked him later how he stayed so calm. He shrugged and said, "Her anger isn't real. It's just fear dressed up. Fear is easier to solve than anger." That's when I realized Jake doesn't feel bad when people yell because he literally can't. But instead of being cruel, he uses it like a superpower. While the rest of us get emotionally hijacked, he sees straight through to what people actually need. I first figured out something was different about Jake during our training. When our supervisor showed us a video of an irate customer throwing a laptop at a store employee, everyone winced. Jake just tilted his head and said, "Bad customer service." Guy probably waited 40 minutes to be told they couldn't help him. Our trainer asked if he felt bad for the employee. Jake looked genuinely confused and said, "Why? The employee wasn't hurt, and now the company knows their process is broken." He later mentioned he'd been diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder in college. "Most people hear that and think I'm dangerous," he said, "but I'm not impulsive. I just don't feel things the way you do." The first time Jake saved my career was month 2. I'd been getting destroyed by this customer who called daily to scream about billing errors that weren't actually errors. Jake overheard me hyperventilating and said, "Want me to handle him?" 5 minutes later, Jake hung up and said, "He won't call back." I asked what he'd said. I told him his wife probably handles the bills at home, and these calls make him feel important. Then I suggested he volunteer somewhere instead. The guy never called again. The second save happened when our new manager started micromanaging everyone. She'd hover over our desks and send passive-aggressive emails about improvement opportunities. Jake walked straight into her office and said, "You're managing from fear because you're new, but the team performed better under your predecessor, so maybe consider that your methods aren't working." She looked shocked. "That's incredibly rude." Jake replied, "It's accurate. Rudeness would be letting you fail because I didn't want to hurt your feelings." 2 weeks later, she completely changed her approach. The moment that changed everything happened during my performance review. My manager was listing my mistakes, and I was about to cry. Jake knocked on the door and said, "Sorry to interrupt, but I need to show you something." He pulled up my call resolution stats. I had the highest customer satisfaction scores in the department. My manager looked confused and said she'd been tracking complaint calls, not resolutions. "Common mistake," Jake said. "Difficult customers call more often, but that doesn't mean they're unsatisfied. This employee actually excels at turning complaints into positive outcomes." Jake had been quietly documenting every success I'd had while I was drowning in self-doubt. After my manager left, I asked why he helped me. He said, "You're useful to keep around. Good teammates make my job easier." The third save happened during layoffs last month. Everyone was panicking, but Jake seemed unaffected. "Aren't you worried?" I asked. "No," he said. "I'm valuable. My stats prove it. You're safe too." His confidence was oddly reassuring. When the layoffs came, we both kept our jobs. People ask how I can be friends with someone who admits he doesn't care about me emotionally. But Jake operates by strict logic that makes him incredibly reliable. He never lies to spare feelings or makes promises he can't keep. When I was going through my divorce, Jake didn't offer hugs. Instead, he researched lawyers, helped organize my documents, and reminded me to eat. "I can't make you feel better," he said, "but I can make sure the practical stuff doesn't destroy you." Sometimes the most honest friendship is one where someone protects you not because they feel bad for you, but because they've calculated you're worth protecting. Jake's loyalty is based on logic rather than emotion, which somehow makes it feel more solid. In a world full of people who say they care but disappear when things get difficult, I'll take the guy who admits he doesn't feel emotions but shows up anyway with solutions.